What's up, everybody? This is Blueprint, and welcome to another episode of Fan Questions, a video series where I answer all of my fans' questions 5 minutes at a time. Let's go.
This question is from MJ Street. This is a Facebook question. Having met you twice here in Houston, I have to say you are by far one of the coolest and most grounded artists I've ever had the pleasure of shaking hands with. What keeps you so down to earth? First of all, I want to say thanks, MJ. Appreciate the kind words, bro. I'll say this. I'm lucky to do what I get to do. I'm very fortunate. I don't take that for granted. I have a unique opportunity. I have a unique life that has been created as a result of people like you and all of my fans supporting me. And so when it comes to like meeting my fans and hanging out, I seriously enjoy it. I enjoy it because it reminds me of the reason I do this in the first place. You can sit in a studio all day and make music, or you can sit on the internet all day and write posts and blogs, but the truth is that nothing touches you more or inspires you more than actually meeting the people who support and enjoy what you do. And so that is why being down to earth is just a part of me. It's not, I don't think about it. It's just who I am, because every day I feel so fortunate to be able to do what I do. And I know that it's a result of the support of my fans. Word. The next question is from Sarah, aka Sharpie Lyrics. This is a Twitter question. What up, Sarah? I remember Sarah from Buffalo. I know her. She's a big supporter. The question is, Printmatic, I have a chicken or egg first type question. Is it the beat or the lyrical content that has the most influence on the listener? That's a good ass question. I'd say this. What people listen to largely is dependent upon what they go into it looking for. And that depends on the genre of music you're listening to. You know, so if we're talking hip hop, I do believe that overall it's a lyrics-based genre. I believe that. I don't know if that's just my personal preference, you know, but I do know people who prefer the beats over the rhymes. They don't get what they need to get out of the lyrics. So for those people, they are moved more by the beats than the lyrics. As far as what has more influence, man, it's tough. It's tough. For me personally, I would say the lyrics. But if you look at the industry as a whole, you might be skeptical of that, because a lot of the biggest songs have lyrics that ain't really about shit, you know, but they do appeal to the most common denominator. So in that sense, what the fuck can you really say, you know? So I'm gonna say lyrics. Boom. This is a Twitter question. This question is from the Big Dummy, Dumbstruck MC on Twitter. Thanks for the question, homie. The question is, why does the industry boldly market violence and stupidity, a la ASAP Rocky, etc.? Don't we want a society that isn't that? That's a heavy question, my brother. You got to think of it a little differently, though. You know, I've changed positions on this at various points in my life and career. What I believe now is that, yes, we do want to believe that we are creating a society of higher moral standards that doesn't gratify violence and sexism, racism, and all these things, right? We believe that, and we want to be that. But when it comes to art, it's true that there are a lot of artists who are using art as a means to fight and combat those deplorable qualities, if you will. But as a whole, what I believe art is actually a reflection of the society it is created in. You know what I'm saying? Like, art embodies the psychology of that society. So what you see in many instances, even if it is fantasy, is art that instead of depicting the world that we want to see, sometimes it depicts the world that is. It depicts the reality and the qualities that we already hold highly, one of which is violence. Anybody that looks through the history of the United States, from the time this nation was created up until now, knows that we have probably been involved in more wars than any country on this planet. It's obvious, and that if you look at us since, you know, the last 100 years or so, a lot of these wars have contributed to our dominance in the world, you know, in the world view. You know, like, we have used war and violence to assert our positional dominance over other countries. That's clear, you know. So the military dominance we have now is because we saw a window, went through it, kept it. So when you got a society that prides itself on that, is built on that, it's no surprise to me, at least, that our institutions like entertainment, media, movies, art reflect that violence. As far as stupidity, I believe the same thing is true. There's a different psychology about why people enjoy watching dumb people do dumb shit, but I do believe that that is also something that's reflected in our collective American psychology. And but yeah, I agree. We should aspire to be higher. We should aspire to do more. But, you know, it's a big thing we up against. We up against the psychology of this entire nation when you take on that. And I commend those artists who take it on willingly, knowing that it's an uphill battle and that you ain't gonna have but a small group of people who respond to it, but you still do it. So thanks for the question, bruh.
Please take a quick second to subscribe to our YouTube channel by pressing the red subscribe button. Your subscription to our YouTube channel lets us know you enjoy videos like this, and it allows us to alert you when we publish new video content. Thanks for the support.